All right, hello everyone. We are back for another set of tutorials here. Should be good, I think. On this account, I forget where I am. Oh yeah, I'm in Master 2. Look at that. I did fall down. I don't think I played it all last week. But good enough to stay in Master. To give you guys one more revision here. Let's see what my club is. What's hole 1? Not sure I remember what hole 1 is. I'm just going to take a look here real quick. Okay. Sniper. Yeah, I made a mistake of bringing Sniper first time. As I mentioned, we're going to make the switch. Guardian, make this a little bit easier on my life for the approach. Even if I do mess this up, especially since I don't have a revision after this one coming for you guys, I'll just pitch out into the fairway. You can hone in on the drive and then just try to, because I at least want to get, a good starting point with the tee shot. And also with the approach, so you have a good starting point as you'll have to work towards corrections throughout the week. So let's look here. I made a note of this. I said this about halfway through. I'd highly recommend, okay, so I'm thinking, guys with, if you don't have Cat 6, Cat 7, Apoc 6, Apoc 7, to be honest with you may want to just kind of, or Thor 7, for example, you may want to just sit this Masters out, to be honest with you. I'm not a huge fan of one of the holes. I think they really made it to be advantage guys with the long clubs. It's hole number 5. I really think they set it up unfair this time. They shouldn't have set the wind the way they did, because it just gives it just makes it too. So guys with Apoc 7 can get to the green. The only other alternative that I'd like to see is, if they ever kind of even lengthen the third tee to bring in that wind, like I'd be a big advocate of that wind. I like it. I think it makes the game more fun. However, what ends up happening is it makes it very tough for opponents with weak clubs to compete with guys who don't have that same problem. But here you'll see I'm not going to use much power here. More so than anything, I'm just going to kind of curl it right into the center of the fairway. I don't need to get this as far as possible down there, because we're going to, if you drive it too far, you actually get into the point where you actually get to long iron territory, which is what you want to try to avoid. So here you can see the advantage of this hole. Weak drivers and, guys can get bailed out. So you don't necessarily need to hit the best drive. Ooh, he underplayed this wind though. So I hope you great ball it to the right. You're going to need it. And that's a 2-ring. And the 2-ring went pretty good right there. So here's what I'm going to do. First off, figure out where max is, min. We're going to underplay our wind a bit, and over the definitely get the backspin up. So you'll see that I'm going, 7.5, and just try to get just a little bit more aggressive. So you can see with my line, and I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 rings. Which is very close to the max ring adjustment here. Phew. Almost went too much again. So 10 rings is too much there. I can't go more than 9. So that was about at least 1 ring too much. And you can see I barely barely got that on. It's because when you move down to the lower ground, it's just going to take some, some practice and some adjustments, because, it's so hard. Like typically I'd play very close to the min adjustment, which would be close to, maybe 1.4 per ring. However, I know I can't do that in those situations because it is so much of a tailwind. However, the two kind of offset one another. So there's a tailwind that kind of forces the situation for the ball to go more than usual. And then the second part to that, moving to the lower ground, it makes the ball land short. So they kind of offset one another. And you almost have to figure out which one's going to play more so than the other, because you can't just go a certain number of rings by the way that it's set up. But good luck there, guys, and I'll see you guys on the next